For this video, I decided to try something new. I've decided to actually just sit down in a chair and relax and talk to you about Magic the Gathering Secret Lairs, is it worth it, and see how it goes. I do usually record these standing up being like this is this and this, but however, I've seen a bunch of videos and content creators just be like, just relax more, get a seat, and people will enjoy it more, so let's see how that goes. If you've clicked on this video, you know exactly what we are talking about. We are talking about the Ultimate Pencil Secret Lair. Now as recording this, majority of them have sold out. However, I'm going to be talking about this as in all the cards because a lot of people miss these type of Secret Lair stuff. I'm going to talk about, is it worth it? So if you decide to get them, you can get them on the secondary market, something like TCG Player or Card Market itself. When it comes to this, they released 5 total Secret Lairs, so I'll be going over each individual one, talking about the cards in them, showing off the artwork and give my thoughts and opinions, then an overall things they can do and change, and give my rating out of this entire Secret Lair. I don't want to hold you up any longer, so we're going to go straight onto it with the first one being, You Are Not Alone. Yes, that is a threat. This comes in foil and non-foil with a total of 5 cards, and those 5 cards being Cultural Exchange, Folio of Fancies, Concordant Crossroads, Rites of Flourishing, Font of Mythos. When it comes to this, I find this Secret Lair to be very good mainly because of the card itself. The cards in it are very powerful and are played in lots of very different decks. The only downside I've seen when it comes to this is a lot of people like to buy a Secret Lair and keep the Secret Lair as a whole. Now when it comes to this, it'll be very difficult because the cards do different variations of things. Also, when it comes to the artwork itself, I do find the artwork to be really good in my opinion. However, I do kind of like when I kind of know what the card is looking off the bat, and the art and what the card does seem to not really match. There's no real connection in my personal opinion. So let's go right on to the second one. Oh my god, they've done it again. Oh. So yeah, no, okay, let's do this. So, Where the Music Matters. This comes in foil and non-foil. You get a total of 10 cards, but realistically you get 5 cards twice. You get each card twice, which again is weird and not really done before. However, when I explain what those cards are, it will make more sense. They are 5 basic Secret Lair lands. They're just basic lands. Every time I've made one of these videos, I have always given out that Secret Lair have done this over and over again, and I've wasted, in my personal opinion, great artwork on basic lands, and also selling basic lands as a Secret Lair as a premium product does not make sense to me whatsoever. However, I do say they've done a slight change. Instead of getting 1, you get 2. Now again, you are getting 10 cards where usually you get 5. So again, you are getting more cards for your money. However, that is more quantity over quality. The quality of it downsides. I really don't like basic land Secret Lair, so when it comes to this, I am going to be very biased, especially with the grading at the end. If anyone from Wizards or Hasbro or anything like that can stop this, please. To be honest, I think there is a really good idea for this, and it would have been really good for enchantments. Pretty much they could have done like festival things, kind of like rooms in Monster Train 2, where it's kind of like a field effect. As a music kind of studio thing would have been good, 1 for each colour. But no, they picked basic lands. Now we're on to featuring J. Howell. Now when it comes to name Secret Lairs, when it comes to the artist itself, I always find it difficult because I'm terrible with names and hopefully get their name right. So again, if you ever watch this, hopefully I got your name right. When it comes to this, you get a total of 5 cards, again, foil and non-foil, but the card selection is Agent of Treachery, Priest of the Forgotten Gods, Treasonous Orc, Uncivil Unrest, Marchesa the Black Rose. I like these type of Secret Lairs because to me it comes off as here is a commander for you and a base to put it on, like a foundation. Now build the deck the best you can. To be honest, I think they should do this and do a kind of competition where people show off their deck lists and then get to win rather this Secret Lair or a Secret Lair like this, or get a chance to get the next Secret Lair featuring someone else. I really do like the artwork. The artwork is amazing, but as someone that has done animation and art and stuff like that for years, this is definitely my style, so I am going to be a little bit biased. The card selection is good. There is a lot of good cards in here, especially for roughly the price you're paying. I would personally get it in non-foil, but that's just me. Artwork amazing, card selection great, and I do really like it when it comes off. I don't think they plan to do it, but when it comes off as a here is a commander, you build the rest type of thing. Everything is on fire. This comes in 3 variations, which hasn't been done before. It comes in foil, non-foil, and now raised foil, which hasn't been seen, I don't think, and this is the first time they're doing it. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. In this you get 5 cards. Now usually there's not much of a difference because the images don't show them, but when it comes to this one there is 2 variations. So I will be showing the foil / non-foil variation of it and then the raised one. So you get cards just like Chained Lightning, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Lava Spike, Rift Bolt, Skewer the Critics. The artwork is absolutely amazing. Before I say anything about the Secret Lair, I want to say the artwork is amazing, absolutely beautiful, and I love it. The card selection all makes sense together. They're all damage red spells and the artwork works well with them. So again, a lot of red players will be buying this. However, I do like, but also kind of dislike, but mainly like, the different variations of them, because it seems to be one of those things where everyone can get them. If you're not making much income or not have much spare income when it comes to buying cards, you can get the non-foil version. Then if you have a little bit to splash out, you can get the foil version. And then if you're just to ride out like bank, doesn't care how much you spend on things and you want the pretty stuff, bam, there is the, I think it's €100 variation of it that is way prettier. When it comes to the images, it is very difficult to actually show them and how good they are, but I do like that I've seen them and they actually look way prettier than any image can give them. Then finally we're on to Vroom! This Secret Lair is pretty much the same as the last one. It is 5 cards with a variation of non-holo, holo, and raised. However, when it comes to this, they haven't done any changes, so even on the images there is only one kind of variation of the card. There isn't difference between the other one, where the other one you could see there was like more orange and stuff like that. So again, I wish they changed, even if it was like one of the colours to a different colour or brighter when it comes to the raised. That would have been really cool, but again, they didn't. But if you don't know what the Secret Lair is, you get cards just like Lava Dart, Monstrous Shift Spear, Soul Scar Mage, Underworld Branch, Mishra's Bauble. So in my personal opinion, and this is probably going to get a lot of hate, the previous red one seems to be a better version of this. There is red cards that do damage and have different abilities, so it is variantly different. However, the Mishra's Bauble just seems to be a very random card in here that doesn't really go with the rest. Then with the raised foiling version of it not getting a different variation, again not good. So this seems to be a worse version in my opinion. However, when it comes to the art is also gorgeous. I do actually prefer the other art, but art is subjective depending on who likes what. So I do think this is really good art. I do think it's a little bit messy compared to the other ones. By messy I mean there's too much to look at, but again it just seems to be kind of a watered down version in my opinion of the previous one. Now my thoughts and opinions on the entire Ultimate Pencil Secret Lair thing. There have done a few changes that are better and a few changes that are worse. So one, I want to start off with the worst of things. One, I find the basic secret land, they did do better. However, still doing full art basic lands, especially with every single normal set, they are producing full art lands. Like, some are better than what should be in a Secret Lair, like the Dragon Eye ones or Kamigawa or anything like that. So again, it is better, but I say scrap basic lands altogether. They did one where it mattered, where the lands matter what creature type you have on the field. That variation would have been good. Now when it comes to this, I find the artist and the 2 fire ones to be the main thing dragging this Secret Lair. It seems to be the best part of it. When it comes to this, these 3 would be the one I personally would think people would get for the artist, the cards, the card art, and have really good powerful spells. The first one seems to be that mid-ground, maybe a little bit better. So if we get them all together and put it up, I say for a score, the main ones that are pushing it to a 10 would be the two fire ones and the artist one. The first one with the kind of weird art but really good powerful selection would give it a little bit of boost. I say it would probably be a 6 and thing. And then the basic lands are always a 0 to me. But again, they are doing better and they are trying. So overall, I'm giving this an 8.2. But as always, let me know what you think of this Secret Lair thing. Did you buy any? If there is, let me know which ones you got and why down in the comments down below. While you're there, remember to like and subscribe and do all that YouTubey stuff we always beg and annoy you for. And as always, I have the previous video I have made here, a playlist of all the Magic the Gathering Is It Worth It stuff here, and a subscribe button here, and I shall see you all in the next video.